Hi, my name's Michelle. I'm doing a few little videos on what it's like living with an NJ tube as well as type 1 diabetes and gastroparesis. So if you are finding these videos helpful, please do give me a like, subscribe to my channel so I know this content is useful for someone out there. Today I am going away on holidays with some friends for the weekend. So I'm really super stoked that I have the energy to do this. A few months ago, this would have been physically impossible for me. So I suppose one of the benefits of having my NJ tube is I'm getting my energy back. Still definitely fatigued, so it's going to be a nice, relaxing girls' weekend away. Um, but yeah, very, very happy to be able to do this. So I'll show you what I need to pack to look after all my health conditions, how I pack lightly because you've got to make room for all this stuff, and yeah, what it all packs down to. So first up, I need my backpack that I feed from, um, and its power supply, which is tucked in this bit here. And this bag is going to serve a secondary purpose as storage for all of my medical gear, which is all of this. So this is my kit for type 1 diabetes. I have a spare battery for my insulin pump. I have a blood glucose monitor, its cartridges, and a spare continuous blood glucose monitor sensor. I've got everything I need to plug my pump into me. So I've got insertion kits, syringes to take the insulin out. This little guy sort of clicks it into my body. This little guy gets the cartridge to where it needs to be before I put it into my insulin pump. This, of course, is my insulin. This is a spare blood glucose monitor which does ketones in case I run into trouble there. I've got a backup insulin pump with all its insertion kits. And I've got a backup, which is needles in case I need to go back to manually managing my diabetes for any reason. This is all of my food. So this is how I manage my NJ tube. I've got 2 bags of feed because I'm going away for 2 nights. I've got 2 days worth of these oral feeding shakes that I am being put on to try and get me off tube feeding and back to oral feeding. Syringes to flush out my tube, giving sets, and a decanting bag. So if for any reason I can't drink enough water, I can put that in there and get extra calories that way. Or I can put these extra shakes into a decanting bag and take them that way should I not be able to drink them if I'm having a particularly bad stomach day. Over here I've got what you just normally take on holidays, really. Most of your normal gear. So I'll start off with the easy stuff. In my pocket I'll have my passport as well as my medical letters to explain all of that. Boarding passes, packet of tissues, and my smallest headphones. Also, I will have a few of my Skittles in my pocket, so I use these to recover from hypoglycemia. I do prefer liquid sugars, so I'm using these only as an emergency, but I will grab some apple juice when I get through security so that I've got some of that to use instead, because I'm still struggling a bit with solid foods. Toiletries, I keep all my medications in with my toiletries. I figure it's, easiest to remind yourself to take that, and you're going to be accessing your toothbrush every day. Charging cords, so just my mobile phone and my power bank. And travel adapters, I always like to travel with 2 in case one fails. Tiny little mirror, hairbrush, glasses. And then I've got underwear, t-shirts. I'm going to wear the same pair of jeans for the weekend. These are thermal tights. It's really cold where I'm going, so I might need those under my jeans. Pajamas. And I did say it's a relaxing girls weekend away, so this is my little day spa bag, so that if I've got a wet bikini, on the day I travel home. It doesn't ruin the rest of my hand luggage. So in there, I've just got a bikini and a pair of what us Aussies call thongs, but everybody else calls them flip-flops because thongs means something very different to you. So yeah, it looks like a lot, but we're going to see how far I can get it packed down. So, finished result, I have a hoodie and a backpack. I've put everything medical in this bag, and I've got medical letters for all this stuff, so this shouldn't get taken off me. And if you are traveling on a plane, make sure they don't ever put your medical gear in the hold. This is well within cabin bag limits, but I am worried it's probably going to go in the hold. So I've packed just a little foldable like tote bag so that if it does go in the hold, I can just pull out my toiletries and maybe a change of underwear to have at my seat, because I like to be prepared in case it does disappear, which is unlikely, but you know, it could fall off the trolley, get lost for a little while and take a bit to get to me. So I'm all packed and ready now for my girls' weekend away. I hope you did find that useful. As far as packing light tips go, I've actually already done a site change today and changed my tape, so I shouldn't need to worry about any of that over the weekend. I've got everything I need to do it, but it's just good to be prepared when you're traveling to try and avoid those kind of things. To avoid packing like shampoos and conditioners, I've washed my hair today. I've put on, you know, a freshly washed pair of jeans, so they'll last me the weekend. And I only take one pair of shoes. You know, especially for a weekend trip, you can find something that will do for everything you're going to be doing, especially in the winter time, because you can just wear a really nice, comfortable pair of boots that you can get away with anywhere, and you're sorted. As far as getting through airport security goes, I have some letters from my doctors about everything I need to carry on the plane today. I also did contact the airline ahead of time just to confirm this will be what I'm taking on board, why, and that I have a doctor's letter to say as much. It's probably unnecessary to do this. I worked in the airlines for quite some time, and I haven't really seen anybody have any problems with this stuff. But you hear the odd occasional horror story, and I figure, you know, for the sake of the 2 minutes it takes you to send an email, you may as well be prepared. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any other comments, questions, or videos that you'd like to see on what life is like living with an NJ tube, please pop me a note in the comments. Thanks for watching.